what we talking about? We're gonna be talking about the beauty in music, but specifically for this one, we're gonna be talking about Daniel Caesar's music. My favorite song of all time, Get You, right? So let me start off with a little bit of story time before we get into the real theme, which is just the beauty of music, which I'm pretty sure we all can relate to. We all listen to music. We all have feelings for music. There's a quote that says, "Art is how we decorate space. Music is how we decorate time." Because when you think of music, you think of maybe the first time you heard it. You think about your childhood. Maybe you think of adulthood. Maybe you think of a person. Maybe you think of yourself, right? So we're just talking about the beauty of music in general. But for this one, I can personally relate to this song, Daniel Caesar, Get You. I just want to kind of give y'all context before I get into why this song means so much to me and how I interpret it. But also, I can show you how much it differs between how other people interpret it, right? So, first off, story time. I grew up mainly listening to a lot of reggae, a lot of Jamaican music, dance hall, and I was in between households, so I heard a lot of gospel music as well. So, I have, different tastes, but right when I started to get my own type of feel for music, my own type of taste, have my own phone, downloaded my own music from my site that I won't name, I started listening to a lot of underground rap and hip hop. This was around like 2015, 2016. Whenever Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi, they had their cipher, I was listening to their music underground. I was like, yes, I had every song, and I was just like, yes, 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 more, more, more. And then I was in between girlfriends, and women are just amazing because they listen to things that touch your spirit. They are just a part of the world naturally. You feel me? I was in between girlfriends and she was like, "Yo, listen to this." I'm like, "Yo, I'm not with this singy songy dot dot dot." She was like, "Bro, just listen to this." That's how New York City girls, they talk to they people. They like, "Yeah, bro, listen to this." So I listened to it, right? And it was "Get You" by Daniel Caesar, and honestly, it just changed the entire scope of how I listen to music, how I view music, how I view R&B music. Of course, I've always loved R&B, but I feel like at that time, specifically 2017, I've only had one view of R&B, which was through my parents, which was the old R&B, the, you know, how to say, the old ones, New Edition and different Keith Washington. It's like that was my only view of R&B, and I thought it to be sad and only encompassing one vibe. Obviously, there may have been other types of R&Bs throughout the 2000s, but when I heard that, it's just like, wow, this is amazing. So now let me get into my connected reasoning. From start to finish, I feel like it's personally just a beautiful song. When we start off, the song starts, it starts with a little bit of a synth, right? And Frank Ocean uses this synth in a lot of his music, or we can just hear a common theme, right? But that synth, it kind of gives me a nostalgic type of vibe, as if I can remember a memory, any memory. It gives you the freedom to remember any memory within that moment. Boom. Then the beat drops, and his voice just comes in. It's like now you're captured into his story. Now you're encaptured or raptured into his story, whatever story he's trying to tell. Now you're in it. Through drought and famine, all the oohs and the ahs, what he says, right? And then the next part of it, he says, "Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need." I feel like if I listen to that song as if I'm talking to myself, it feels like I'm whole. It feels like whatever I'm speaking about, I have it, and I don't need to chase anything else. One thing I wanted to share is when he starts going into his next part, the chorus. So that was the pre-chorus. When he starts going into this chorus, who would have thought I get you? I feel the happiness in his voice, right? It captures the final stage of the human dopamine needing to chase, the human dopamine seeking feature that we have within us. It's like, who would have thought I get you? It's like, you can think of it maybe like a crush you had in fifth grade, or maybe this toy that you wanted but your mom said no, and then you see it on Christmas. It's like, yes, I have everything that I want. And for the entirety of the song, it's like you can feel that sense of serene, that sense of, how to say, what did I put here? What word? Euphoria. A bit of serotonin. Every time you hear it, it's like, for these 3 minutes, whatever's going wrong in life, I have everything. That's why nowadays I don't like to associate songs too much with people, because it's just like, once that person is gone, if they are gone, it's like, nah, I can't listen to it no more. No, if you listen to that song as if you're singing to yourself, that is going to be your song forever. And I feel like this is one of my songs where I may have shared it with somebody slightly, like, I played it around you, At the end of the day, this is my song. I don't think of you when this song comes on. Anyway, that's not, shade or nothing, but I'm just saying. So yeah, I feel like that song really captures just having everything that you need. You feel me? I feel like, especially in the context of which it is written, which obviously we still live in a patriarchal type of setting. And if you look at heterosexual relationships, there's usually a power play dynamic um, within the relationship, but also before the relationship. How men are taught to view getting into a relationship is like you have to kind of chase, and we're kind of taught that women play hard to get, which is just, we can kind of sum it up to how women and men are raised. Men are more so raised to chase, to get something, to, pursue. And women, when we talk about sex with women, and especially black women, it can be a lot of a taboo topic where you might be called promiscuous. Hopefully I said the word right. If we are even engaging in that topic, if we're even talking about that topic. And a lot of that stems from our life before our independence. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic within itself, right? But in the context of the setting that we're in, a patriarchal setting, it's like I chased, and I finally got it. After I thought I would never get it, and I have it, and I need nothing else, life is good. It's like, and obviously that's not the case in life, right? Whenever we're in life, there's always another thing to chase, another thing to get. That song really feels like I have it all and I need nothing else. I can sleep happy and just be happy. I have nothing else to change. It's like that happily ever after. It's the honeymoon stage. It's just young love, but you stay young forever. You stay in that honeymoon stage forever, and everything is just happily ever after. So that's my perception of Get You by Daniel Caesar. And I really worked to analyze the song and really understand why I truly like the song, you know. And I feel like I want to do that with more songs. I think it's just a fun thing to do, not to analyze it with all the big words, the synth, the boom bop, the bit, the whatever the case may be, all the different types of instruments that are used. I just understand how this song makes me feel and why it makes me feel, and what about this artist makes me feel that way, you know. So yeah. So now for my call to action, I know y'all probably wondering like, what call to action? You feel me? It's like we just talked about a song and why you like the song, and you just yapped for however long. No, a call to action for everybody listening: try to reinterpret your songs, your music. Music is beautiful. So any song that you listen to, try and really understand why you like it. When you first started liking it, take yourself on a trip. Hold hands with your inner child and really discover what about the song makes you feel this way. What about the frequency? Is it the instrument? Is it the voice? Is it the words? Is it just the setting of the words? Pharrell said in an interview one time that chords are like coordinates. So depending on when that beat drops, depending on when, you know, the singer might have a little bit of a falsetto, a higher voice, a higher tone or a lower tone, you might feel a certain way, a certain frequency, and it just makes you love the song a lot more. And therefore, when you are sharing this piece of work with somebody and you say, hey, yeah, I like this song, it's like, no, I'm gonna tell you why I really, really, really like this song. You feel me? So just a little call to action. Do some self exploration. That could be a hobby within itself. I know a lot of times people say, hey, get a hobby. And then you look up hobbies online and you see, you gotta knit or crochet, or, you gotta build something. Nah, sometimes it's just listen to your favorite songs and figure out why you like your favorite songs. Be one with it. Be close to the artist. It's not like you have to be a super fan, but no, truly embody that frequency. Another call to action is try listening to some love songs as if you were singing to yourself, right? I wish I could have some off the top of my head, but just if I'm even talking about this song, "Get You" by Daniel Caesar, when I listen to it, it feels like, yes, I have my soul in place. I made it back to myself. Who would have thought I'd get you because I was maybe lost for so long, or I've been looking for my identity, and now I feel so happy, so calm, so within myself. So who would have thought that I'd get you? And I'm talking to me, and I would say sing any song like that, like you were talking to yourself, and feel how much more happiness you feel, how much closer you feel to yourself. I feel like we could say within music, or just how we're conditioned to censor romantic relationships a lot of times, or even that just having that a theme in school and friendships, just in society, you got to get married by a certain time. It's like we can almost not even get to see ourselves with things that are personal to us. It's like, okay, I'm listening to this song. Who would have thought I'd get you? Or, oh, I'm so in love with you. Now I got to think about a person. Well, who really makes me feel this way? This person, well, not so much. That's my sneaky link. Or this one, I don't know. They play too much games. But I guess this could be about. No, it could be just about you. You know, I don't feel like it's narcissistic as much as we like to throw around that word. I don't feel like it might be a little bit self-centered, but it's your life, you and your space, you and your brain. Of course you got to be a little bit self-centered in that way. Not to say you go out there living as if you are the world, you are the center of the universe, but when you have your headphones on, when you at home, feel a little bit self-centered, you know what I'm saying? Make that your hobby. But yeah, that's all I got for today. A little light, calm, chill episode of Your Ears Are Art. All the announcement I have is, really like, comment, subscribe if you really like what I'm saying, or not. You know what I'm saying? Just you could just keep viewing it, like looking at my name and just looking at the video without subscribing. I'm cool with all of that as long as you getting something from it. You feel me? And I'm gonna end this episode by saying also stream my music if y'all really like music. It is called Closure by me, Selah Amarva Soul. It's called Closure. I recorded the music within my bedroom when I was back in Queens during my summer break. Yeah, it was a really fun experience. A really, self exploration type of experience. But I'm gonna end this episode how I always do with my little outro. Be safe until we speak again. Love on yourself. Remember, you are what you eat, you are what you consume, hence the title, Your Ears Are Art. Use your mind as a canvas. Let the type of energies you want in your life flow through you, become one with it, with your intentionality. Okay? Alright? Love on yourself. Till next time.